So this video is going to be about the Fiio M11 Pro. I had the M11 for quite a while, and I bought the M11 Pro not long after it came out, and I had them both side by side for a while. And I ended up selling the M11 and keeping the Pro. So a lot of people are asking the question, and I know this is late to the game, but there's still people searching for this, and I've read a lot of threads about it, and a lot of people are saying, the Pro is not worth the extra $200, and save your money, it's so close it doesn't matter. Well, I'm going to disagree with that, and I'm going to say that the M11 Pro is worth the extra $200, and this is my opinion. All right, you can take that for what it's worth. I had the M11 and I had the Pro next to each other. Some of the things I can say right away are the M11 Pro starts faster, for sure. Starts twice as fast. It does have only one slot. I don't have 2 terabytes of music at this point in time that I keep on here. My library of music is almost 2 terabytes of music, but I don't keep all of it on here. I have a computer. I actually have a network storage device, a NAS device that's on my home network, and anybody can access the library of music. I keep music I like on here, which is still a considerable amount. Let's say it's about 400 gigabytes or something like that. And I have a 1 terabyte card in here. So, it keeps everything I need to have on it. I don't need more than that on here. And I take things off and put things on. If I notice I'm not listening to something, I'll just delete it off and add something else I like in here. That said, the M11 Pro, there's a difference in sound quality that I can really hear between the two, between the Pro and the regular M11. The Pro is definitely cleaner, definitely a dark background, a very quiet background. I notice when I play songs, and let's say like Diana Krall from her Live in Paris album. I really like Diana Krall. I like female jazz vocalists. I like rock, I like hip hop, I like classical, I like acoustical guitar. I have a large range of music that I like. Diana Krall, Miles Davis is one of my favorites, John Coltrane. Back to the Diana Krall Live in Paris, there's quite a few songs on there that were recorded extremely well. And you can really get the sense of being in the crowd listening to her on the right device, right? Now, one of the things that on the right headphones and device, you pair it all together. On the M11 Pro, it cut out a lot of the background, like hissing that I would hear. On the M11, I could hear hissing in the background, which you could say was that my IEMs were a little too sensitive in picking up hiss. But on this device, no hiss. It got rid of that. It made it very quiet. It made it much more realistic in the background. It did that on all of the headphones that I have, not just on a few of my pairs or one pair in particular, right? For me, the Pro was just, the sound quality was better. It's hard for me to put it into exact terms. It wasn't like the bass was heavier or the treble was better. It was just cleaner and clearer. And let's face it, look, if you're buying one of these, you're an audiophile. And you may not like being called that, but that's kind of what you are, right? This is kind of a hobby, and people that are getting a device like this, they're really into the hobby. If you're someone who just wants to be able to listen to some good music, and you don't really care about all that stuff, you're going to get the least expensive DAP you can get, or maybe just use your phone. A lot of people just use their phone, and a set of IEMs that'll work with the phone. Right, you're not going to spend a lot of money on it. You're not going to worry about the quality of the FLAC file or the DSF file that you're getting. You're not going to be worried about the type of connector, if it's got a 4.4, if you're using balanced, or if you're using 3.5. You're going to care about the basics. You get a device like this, and you've got headphones that have a balanced jack, and you've swapped the cable out to balanced. That little bit of extra that this has over the Pro, it's going to matter to you. Over the M11 standard version, it's going to matter to you. It mattered to me. And I had them both side by side. I was going to send this back. I thought, you know what, I'll order it, and if I don't like it, I'll just send it back or put it on eBay and sell it. So I had them both for like a month, and I just kept grabbing this one. I kept going, wow, I really like the way it sounds in this one. Miles Davis's Kind of Blue album, I've got that in DSD, and I listened to that. I've got the Fleetwood Mac remastered Japanese version, which for whatever reason is a super clean recording, and there's a lot of detail and cymbals and other things you can hear in there. And this device just gives it a really clean background, much more than the regular M11 did, at least to my ears. And I don't claim my ears to be golden or perfect, but to my sound and what I can hear, I mean, to the sounds that I can hear, to what my ears produce and my brain interprets, this device sounded better. And it was better enough that I was like, yeah, it was $200 more. I'm keeping it. I'm selling the M11, and that's it. So put this video together and tell you guys that, because I know some people are saying that, you know, the M11 is so close that they wouldn't pay the extra $200. But you know, if you're into this hobby to buy this type of device, that little bit extra is going to be worth it to you, right? I mean, why do you spend $1,000 in IEM just to get a tiny bit more than the $500 set has, which only has a tiny bit more sound than the $150 set has, right? It's just that little bit extra you're looking for, that hill you're trying to reach to the top, or the mountain you're trying to climb to the peak, and that's what it is. So for me, the extra $200 for this device is actually worth it, and I would spend it. So I'm not telling you to go spend it, but I am saying that I could hear the difference. Cleaner, darker background, quieter, less hiss. It does start faster, definitely starts faster. I want to say it starts twice as fast as the M11 in my experience. I don't know if there's different experiences with people out there in their Android versions. My Android is very clean. I did not sideload any apps on here other than, well, no, I didn't even sideload. It was included. I installed Tidal because I am a Tidal subscriber, but I don't have any apps that didn't come with it other than that. So I did on the M11 sideload some apps, and it was really just some other music players to try out, which that's another thing. You know, you can sideload like the Hy-B app or Jet Audio or some of those apps. My experience was that the Fiio apps sounded the best out of all of them. It sounded better than any one I sideloaded on here. And my reasoning with that would be that the Fiio app is designed to work with the Fiio hardware, right? They have adjusted the software settings in this, you know, the code in the background that we can't touch, so that it takes full advantage of the hardware in this device. Sideloaded apps may not do that. And I don't know that that's 100% true, but the Fiio app sounded to me clearer and cleaner, and the Fiio app was better than the other apps as far as I could tell. That's really it. There's not anything else I want to say. There's, you know, it has all the same features. It's Android, you know, whatnot. Other than that, very happy with the Pro. I think it was worth the $200 extra. That's it.